Happy Soul Sunday. Fingers crossed this is actually going up on a Sunday because I know that it has been a little bit all over the place recently. But I'm finally adding to the series that I started at the beginning of this year, Project Finding Alignment. This is going to be episode 2, talking about all of the ways to maintain and love a healthy diet. As some of you may know, I have been vegan for over 3 years now. I eat a primarily whole food based diet. With that being said, obviously I'm a teenager, so sometimes I'm just like snacking on weird things and you know how it goes. I don't count calories, I do not count macros. I try to just eat mindfully and just try to like consciously consume things throughout the day so that I know that I'm getting all of my protein, my carbs, my fats, all of the little like micronutrients and everything. I also supplement where I need to. So for those of you that are new, Project Finding Alignment is the series that I started with the goal to just like document my journey finding alignment in my own life, like documenting the process of reaching my long-term goals, even just my short-term goals that I set for this year. I actually don't have any food goals currently other than just trying to snack more like whole food based, but this is more or less just for advice to hopefully inspire you guys and give you guys some tips that will help you eat a healthier diet if that is your goal, help you actually enjoy like healthy food. Like I'm not even joking, I crave kale now. But yeah, welcome to episode 2 of Project Finding Alignment. Okay, so I'm about to make my breakfast, and as some of you may know, I'm a huge smoothie person, but I want to just talk a little bit about how to make a smoothie actually satiating, because I know that so many people, when they're trying to eat healthier, smoothies are like a really great go-to option. But I know that so many people also have smoothies and then they're like, I was hungry like immediately after, it did not last. Like you need to actually make it filling and satiating. So I want to show you guys how I do that. And the key to this is really having a good balance of carbs, fats, and proteins, because then you're getting a good balanced meal. And it's not just like fruit and almond milk, because obviously that's not going to keep you full for very long. This particular smoothie that I'm going to be making is frozen banana, frozen wild blueberries, and frozen strawberries. I just really like that fruit combo. Then for the protein source, I'm going to be using this all-in-one nutritional shake protein powder. It's just like vanilla protein powder from Garden of Life. It's entirely vegan. Then for a source of healthy fat and actually additional protein, almond butter is definitely my go-to. If you are allergic to nuts, another really great option for a source of healthy fat is things like avocado, coconut yogurt. I also put hemp seeds and chia seeds in my smoothies as well, primarily for omegas, but they are also another great source of protein and healthy fats. And then getting into the more unique superfoods, I have spirulina, which is super high in antioxidants. It's also a rich source of protein if you can actually stomach the taste and have like a larger quantity of it. Usually I just use like a teaspoon, because if you don't know what spirulina is, it is an algae and it tastes like an algae, but it's so good for you. And if you, as long as you combine it with like other things that are more flavorful, like banana for example, and I basically don't taste it, and that's exactly what I want. Then I also do a combination of turmeric, cinnamon, and black pepper. This is just turmeric, but I also have cinnamon and black pepper over there. But that is really good for fighting inflammation in the body. And as you guys saw this morning in that little clip of my skin, I am breaking out really bad, and something that is really good for your skin is turmeric. And I've heard that black pepper can help with the absorption rate of turmeric. Some people say that that's just a myth, but I feel like there's literally no harm in trying it. So that is what I add as well. And then of course I'm going to be adding in some almond milk, because you gotta have something to blend it up, and I just feel like this makes it more creamy than just having water. So I'm going to get to making my breakfast, and that is how I make a super filling, satiating, meal worthy smoothie.
Babe, I can ease your mind, but I want it my way. Come meet me in the crowd. Everything is so loud. Your mind is running wild, but we'll do it my way. Love is a feeling.
so the main goals for today, I want to meal prep. Specifically, I want to make some protein balls because something that I usually gravitate towards as far as like a healthy snack is a protein bar, but that is a lot of packaging over time and protein bars can also get quite expensive. So yeah, I want to make some protein balls today because I have a recipe that I found on Pinterest that looks really good. I actually don't have any more almond milk, so I also need to soak some almonds. I also am going to make a nourish bowl today, so I want to meal prep like a bunch of veggies, a bunch of sweet potato, a bunch of like chopped up veggies just to snack on. Today's gonna be a big meal prep day, so I want to take you through the process of that, and I also am going to share with you loads of my favorite like spices and seasonings that I put on my food, because trust me, the key to having like really delicious vegetables is having good seasoning. That is what we're gonna do today, and I'm gonna get started on making the protein balls.
Waking up in my bed, you're still stuck in my head. I'm not even hungover. I wanna call your phone, tell you what you did wrong, then ask you to come over. Not very good with decisions, know what's right, but I don't listen. I don't. And I complain and dismiss it, then I keep on reminiscing. I know, baby you're bad, baby you're bad, baby you're bad, baby you're bad for business, baby you're bad, baby you're bad, baby you're bad, baby you're bad for business, baby you're bad for business. Not good with consequence, I found myself back again, crying on your shoulder. No, it's not good for me, but I still want your body. So dumb, but it's not over. Not very good with decisions, know what's right, but I don't listen. I don't. And I complain and dismiss it, then I keep on reminiscing. I know, baby you're bad, baby you're bad, baby you're bad, baby you're bad for business, baby you're bad. Oh, we're living in the present, but our mind is in the past. Not knowing what we'll lose, don't know what we'll.
Now I have probably like 3 or 4 servings of sweet potato. I mean, at least 3, maybe more. We actually only had 2 heads of broccoli, and I didn't want to like take all of the broccoli just in case my family wants some. So, because this is basically just like 1 serving of broccoli for me because I like my greens. But anyway, I have definitely multiple servings of sweet potatoes, so that'll be good for like the next couple days. Just having some that I can throw into like other meals, salads, nourish bowls, any of that kind of stuff. So yeah, now is where I get into the exciting stuff. This is where you can actually make healthy food taste really good, and that's with seasoning. So I'm gonna go through some of my favorite spices. So the first thing that I always do with anything that I'm roasting is some good quality olive oil. This is extra virgin, cold extracted. I don't know what that means, but it's good quality olive oil. Now, I know that there was that whole era of the vegan movement where people were scared to have oil and just like fats in general. There was the whole high carb, low fat. Trust me when I say we need healthy fats for our skin health, our brain health, most importantly. Like, our brains really do need good sources of healthy fats and omegas to run properly. Hence why I'm using some olive oil. Obviously, oil is not something that you want to have huge quantities of, but if it's just a little drizzle over what you're roasting, seasoning. It's gonna make it taste so much better and crisp up a little bit better, but also you're gonna get some healthy fats, which is good for us. So now I just have a good layer of olive oil over everything, and now I can also add the spices, and it's actually gonna stick to the sweet potato and broccoli. I of course start with the basics, salt and pepper. I do quickly want to talk about the salt though, because I recently listened to a podcast episode and it made so much sense to me, and now I'm just gonna go with pink Himalayan salt, because when you think about it, like sea salt, it comes from the ocean, and our oceans, as I'm sure you know, are very, very polluted with plastic. So they have actually found traces of plastic, like microplastics, in table salt, which obviously we do not want to be consuming. We want to try to eliminate as much plastic from our diets as possible. Certain things it's really hard to avoid, but something like salt, it's very easy to just swap it for like a pink Himalayan salt, since pink Himalayan salt comes from the mountains, which are not polluted with plastic. So I'm just gonna do some over everything, and then some black pepper. Now this one is definitely my favorite. I feel like this is such a basic seasoning blend now, but it's the everything bagel seasoning. This is just from Costco and it's really, really good. So I definitely put some of this on basically all of my savory meals. Now, this is where it gets spicy, quite literally. So I use these crushed red pepper flakes. It's literally just chili flakes, and I put a lot on my food because I have just grown up having really spicy food. Now I have all of the seasonings on here. Some of my other favorite seasonings and spice blends are Greek spice. My mom actually makes a homemade Greek spice blend. I also really love using this Mandras curry. Sorry, I probably just butchered that. I love putting this on like my tofu scrambles, and then obviously like the basics like garlic powder. I don't really cook a lot with onion powder, but that is also really good. Now another weird one, I'm obsessed with cumin. I'm pretty sure it's cumin. Anyway, now I'm just going to massage the spices and olive oil into the sweet potato and broccoli.
Start cherishing what you hold dear, and we will make it last. Not often we can see the beauty in the pain. Not often we can see the value that we gain. Now listen, little one, the wounds will heal in time. I know it will.
This literally looks like lawn clippings. Yeah, it looks like lawn clippings though. It's okay, it's tasty lawn clippings. So as you saw, I did a base of kale, and I know that so many people do not like kale, but what you have to do really with any like dark leafy greens like that, if you massage it in whatever dressing you're having with your salad, then it makes the kale taste like whatever you massage it in. If you're wondering what else I put on it, I have the broccoli that I cooked, the sweet potato that I cooked, some fresh tomato, some chickpeas that I just like pan fried in some olive oil, pink Himalayan salt, and paprika. Oh, I also have hemp seeds and nutritional yeast on top because that's just like a vegan essential. I also have a sneaky little bit of tahini right here because that is a great source of healthy fat. So as you can see, it has loads of different seasonings and spices in it, and that is seriously what makes it taste so good. And the fact that I massage it in the olive oil, like it really just makes it taste that much better, and it's easier to consume like a lot of kale at a time. Once you know what flavors you like, it's really easy to put them on everything, and then before you know it, you'll literally love like every single vegetable there is. And the last thing I'm gonna say is just know that it does take time for your taste buds to adapt to prefer healthy food. As you gradually cut out some of the more processed, unhealthy food that maybe you're consuming right now, your taste buds will kind of forget about them. Like I have not craved hyper processed foods in years now. Like I crave stuff like this, and I crave crave healthier options. I crave the healthy alternatives to the foods that I used to eat. Like instead of having things like Skittles, now I have dried fruit or fruit and nut mix, and that just works really well for me. So it's really all about finding the healthy swaps to the foods that you really like. So that is all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the process of meal prepping. I'm going to eat my delicious Nourish bowl, and definitely let me know in the comments below if you want to see more like food prep videos, recipe videos, just food content in general. So if you liked today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You can tick the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video, and you can also follow me on Instagram at genevieve.mason for more of my content. All of these things really do support me on my journey, and we are so close to having this channel monetized, and once it's monetized I can start leveling up even more. As you guys know, I have so many goals, and it just means a lot to me, any support that I get, so it's not gonna go unnoticed. But yeah, with all that being said, I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Don't go.